Hi again, everybody. I finally got around to watching Inception for the first time yesterday, and weirdly, the thing we're talking about today has managed to reshape my perspective of the world far more than that movie. You see, I was browsing a list of weird reality TV shows recently, and there was one that caught my eye above all others. It was a show called The Toe Bro, and I picked it because, you know, feet. I had to. And I really can't believe that this show only came in at number 6 on the list. Basically, it's about the Toe Bro, who is a toe doctor specialist. He deals with all sorts of weird health issues, so long as they're related to feet. That can mean ingrown nails, fungus, and objects? Huh? Well, anyways, our toe brethren actually has roots here on YouTube, where he would work on people's feet problems and show it to the masses before getting 20 million views off of it. Weirdly, that makes Toe Bro a pioneer in the influencer space, one of the first to get a TV show off of being an internet goon. But either way, I figured it would be a good time to watch some of the Toe Bro's show, see how it is, make a couple one-liners that will get clipped out of context, and more importantly, have a good time. The name of the first video I want to look at is The Toe Bro Toezilla Season 1. Yes, really, Toezilla. Man, what was going on in the A&E studios where this is an idea that comes up? What if the whole studio are just massive fans of the channel and they patiently await every upload where he rips toenails off of feet? They crowd around in the break room during lunch to watch them together. It's just really brought them closer together as an office. Toe curling? You gonna pull out a blow dryer and a hairbrush and just start curling the nails back? What does a curled toenail look like? And how curled could you, like, realistically get a toenail to be? Like, I'm thinking eventually you could curl a toenail into a usable drill bit. It would just take some time. Also, I guess if you are a bit squeamish, it might not be a bad idea to listen to that warning, because there is some nasty toe-related imagery in the following minutes. So before we show any of that, if you aren't ready for it, now is your chance to scram! Just subscribe on the way out.
Just breathe.
That's it. Just breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I want you to breathe.
Oh, jeez.
That man is giving birth. There is no alternative to what those noises could have been. What a way to open right after a disclaimer, though. A man sounding like he's going through contractions, the toe bro just jamming a needle right into the foot and really gripping it, too. It's like the handles on a bull riding toy for him, and with that kind of finger strength, he ain't falling off that bitch anytime soon.
Ed is a really big guy, but it's really surprising to see how afraid he is of needles. But that's something he's going to have to overcome today if he wants to get rid of these ingrown toenails.
Alright, now we know what we're working with. Ingrown toenails. I know we have a disclaimer for graphic imagery, but I might have to censor this next bit regardless. Also, these interview segments that they record after everything's already happened has to be like when you get some really shit post-sex pillow talk. Like, I'm trying to chat about dinosaurs, but she's just not saying anything back or contributing to the conversation at all. Like, it would help if the lady in my bed was a real person, but still, rude.
Seeing how bad his ingrown toenails are, he really only has one option, and that's the permanent removal of his ingrown toenails. So we're just taking out the one side that's good, so there's no chance of an ingrown ever coming.
The noises, man. It sounds like if a wood chipper only chipped a single wood. West and Corey in the comments had the right idea. Just throw the whole toe away, man. If you do that, you can 3D print yourself a new one. Or even better, make it out of Bionicles. Join the Kwite family of Lego brand prosthetics. You can't tell by looking, but these? All Legos, baby.
Oh. Ew, look at that. That's disgusting.
At first, it's almost satisfying to watch, like in a pimple popping or wiping your ass kind of way, but then I see the bit that he pulled off looks a little bit like roast beef, and I'm snapped back to my senses. I'm just saying, the human body is full of shit. It's inefficient and a poorly designed trap. The thing that it's meant to grow in order to protect you just end up fucking over the thing they're supposed to protect. Why the fuck are you growing into the toe, dumbass? It's not cool.
Because of how deformed Ed's toe is, we are really gonna have to reshape his toe and remove as much of the extra tissue as possible.
Damn, he really took those toes to task. He called it deformed. But before you feel too bad for the little appendage, being deformed is like the least worst thing on a long list of bad things those toes have done. Not only was that toe a deadbeat dad who hits his wife, but even worse, that toe killed me.
One done. Treating his first ingrown toenail was no big deal. Even though it was bad, it was infected and enlarged, it was nothing like his other toe, the Toezilla. There's a lot of pus in this one.
Yeah.
And as I squeeze it, you can see it all come out.
Wait a second. Godzilla has either 3 or 4 toes, depending on the movie. Cool, I guess. I'm just a little caught off guard that Tobro names the individual toes he works with. Do you think all the named toes are pop culture references? The toe he named Luke Skywalker definitely tried to have sex with Tobro's sister, also very rude of it. He named a toe RoboCop because it somehow knew how to use a gun and because it was included as Mortal Kombat 11 DLC. Now it can be as gory as it wants without getting banned.
I can see how much nail is hiding underneath the skin.
Peekaboo.
I see you.
Peekaboo? Peekaboo? Your toe looks and is being gutted like a fish, yet you still have the presence of mind to crack jokes about horribly malformed toes? Listen, I respect it. This man either has guts of steel or that's one good-ass anesthetic, in which case, let me hit.
And here it comes.
And that is one jagged nail edge.
I'm hearing each and every individual squelch that toe makes. They probably had to get the world's most sensitive microphone to even pick it up. And for what? So we could learn that apparently digging inside thumb toes sounds the same as making pasta?
I can see how deep, that's how much nail was just into your skin. Wow.
In rare cases, flies can lay eggs on ingrown toenails, infesting the wound with maggots? You didn't have to tell me! God, what is even the criteria for being one of those little factoids they put up on the screen throughout the episode? Because I am struggling to find a connection between the amount of toes Godzilla has per film and finding out how I, too, can have maggots living inside of my legs. I mean, other than legs themselves, obviously, but do they just Google fun facts about toes and the first one that comes up, they give a factoid pop-up? I guess that's one way of keeping things under heel.
I'm going to trim off all that extra tissue, okay? I'm gonna have to remove a ton of meat from Toezilla.
I'm watching her reaction. I like that. Oh, jeez. I had to look. I had to look.
Ah! What's left of the thumb toenail is just hanging out in open space now, man. Now there is no more meat for it to hook into and prop itself up on like artists doing a Drake feature. The nail just looks like a floating flash drive. It's got gigabytes of nothing but the grossest feet pics imaginable on it. James Corden's are definitely in there. Should have started an OnlyFans, man. Now I get these for free.
That's how much tissue I have to take off just to give the toe more of a normal look once it's healed, okay? I don't play around. If meat has to go, it's gotta go. Here we go.
See you later, toe.
That guy is keeping his composure remarkably well. Big props, because I would definitely be squirming both on the inside and outside, but I'm sure that under the surface, he's screaming bloody murder too. And really, how could you not? Like, you're telling me that if you were presented with a chicken nugget made out of your own flesh, that you wouldn't be freaking out and asking any number of questions? The first question would probably be something like, which part of me is that from? And they would tell you, foreskin. That video absolutely beat my ass. I have been thoroughly steamrolled, so to break it up a little bit, I found some other stuff on Mr. Tobro, namely his merch. It's weird by, merch standards. If you go to the tobro.com, the first thing you see is a bunch of professional foot care tools. You can get some useful tools, like the Deluxe Professional Ingrown Toenail File for 28 bucks, or the Deluxe Professional Foot Care Kit for $90 that comes with everything you need to care for your feet. Or at least you would have been able to get those tools if everything on the site wasn't sold out. I never understood just how big the market for this kind of product really was, man. Everybody does have toes, I guess, at least a couple of them. Now, as I continue to look through reviews and show descriptions of Tobro's show, he gets described with like the same two things over and over again. Oddly satisfying and cringeworthy. At the same time, simultaneously, somehow both of them. And I know that in your head, you agree with that. You're not sure how, but you know it's a perfect way of putting it. And there is one last clip I want to watch from the show, and it's called It's My Toe.
Do you want to squeeze my wrist?
It's not too bad.
Right.
You're a tough guy.
Just go.
Just go?
Just go. Just not
Okay.
my face.
Ooh, a tough guy, a brave guy even. Those last two things I just said don't matter at all. I really just needed an excuse to prep you guys for what's about to come because you'll need it. You know the title of the video we're watching, right? It's My Toe? Yeah, keep that in mind. It's relevant.
1, 2, 3. It's not too bad, right?
I just don't particularly like jabbing myself at foreign objects.
Well, that's why I'm doing it for you.
This doctor is too smooth. If I ever meet this man in person, I'm gonna make sure it's not with whatever significant other I may or may not ever have. Because he would steal them from me faster than you can say, flies can lay eggs on ingrown toenails, infesting the wound with maggots.
I don't think I'm gonna watch.
So we're just gonna be trimming out the ingrown toenail portion.
Okay.
It's strange how every toenail sounds like a different food when being cut open. The last one was pasta, but I'm getting much more soggy chicken nugget vibes from this noise. Here, listen to it again and tell me what this sound reminds you of. Huh. Weird. I'm not even hearing a food this time. Just the sounds of rummaging through the dead body of someone you just killed looking for coins. It's Skyrim.
We gotta get his arms in there.
But you have a lot of dead skin and callus that's building up in the corners, and that's probably also what's giving you a lot of discomfort.
He is mesmerized. He can't take his eyes off the damn thing. Every time the camera cuts the cliff over here, he's got an entirely new face on. And by new, I mean one that no one in human history has ever made. Not even Courage the Cowardly Dog or Joaquin Phoenix could hope to make that kind of expression. It's the face of a man who is truly having his toes cut open in front of him.
One down.
Yep.
Now the fun one. You guys have got some good views on the ceiling or something. What's going on up there?
Just looking.
There's a good one.
You might be inclined to question the toe bro over the fact that he just said, "That's a good one," after pulling an ingrown nail out of somebody's toe. But make no mistake, if you're worried about the validity of his assessment, toe bro has worked on over 5,000 foot patients. He's looked at a lot of feet in his time, so I trust his judgment on this issue, and this issue only. Also, I feel like you can't be in that profession for that long and not have a foot fetish. Like for me, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm turned on by mid-roll ads, and naturally, toe bro is passionate about working with feet as a profession, so why not off the field as well?
We just apply the acid and then give it the good old tug.
I really want to take my nail off though, because it's been such pain for me for years.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I want to rip it off.
Are you sure?
It's my toe.
It's my toe! He said the line so we can roll the credits. This is what I was trying to prepare you guys for. He just rips out his own toe. And I mean, if you look at Cliff's face, he does look like the kind of guy who'd enjoy pulling out his own toenail. Because you can tell that he has the look of someone who wants to make the most of an otherwise very painful situation. A real good sport.
I've never let anyone rip off their own toenail before, but you know what? Like you said, it's your own toe. You can't screw it up, you just gotta pull.
I'm gonna give it a good try.
Oh god, what if I'm wrong and Cliff does want to be here? Maybe he fucked up his toes by design because he wanted to be in the doctor's office so that he could put himself in the position to rip off his own toenail. That's some Batman level planning. Get this dude a canceled movie trilogy ASAP.
I think I'm gonna let you do this on your own.
You can help. That's right.
No, I think
You're missing out all the fun.
Call you when it's done.
Hey look, that guy's doing what I wish I could do at this part of the video.
So I'm gonna clamp onto the nail. All you literally gotta do, give it a nice little pull.
Ready?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah! I tricked you! You were playing around.
Damn! Okay, that pull was clean. He got it right off, no complications, he full committed, and if he didn't, then this clip would probably have been titled very differently. Anyways, now that we've looked at what I consider to be a hefty amount of the Toe Bros videos, I have some words for him. My guy, keep on doing what you're doing. This shit is crazy, man. Now, I only found out about this guy because he had a reality show, and I'm glad I did. So if y'all have any suggestions for other weird reality shows to look at for videos, please let me know in the comments section. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop that like and subscribe with the notifications on. Nothing's changed. This is never gonna not be a threat coming from my mouth. And you guys know the deal. Don't go out giving this guy any grief. He's just a man humbly helping people with their toe pains. You can follow me on Twitter at Kwite, on Instagram at Kwite.png, and on TikTok at KwiteTikTok. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I won't be seeing you again.